Anxiously trying to prevent all the things that you fear is actually just bringing them closer to you. It begins with you, and it begins the minute that you give your power away to your own fear. And it's meant to be this way. Life is meant to be easy and effortless. You're supposed to flow with it because it's flowing for you. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be talking about catastrophizing and how you can actually end up creating the worst case scenario that you fear. Additionally, I'm basically going to be telling you why you don't have to worry. There is a saying that when you worry, you suffer twice. And this is one that I've always lived by ever since I heard it. Because the thing is, if something's going to happen, it's going to happen, right? But when you worry about it happening, you're just amplifying your own negative experience. So if something is inevitable, the best thing you can do is actually not worry about it. Also, when something goes wrong and you catastrophize it and you find yourself spiraling into the worst case scenario, you're actually setting yourself on a trajectory to make that worst case scenario come true. Anxious people act out of anxiety, and what acting out of anxiety does is it A, assumes the worst case, and B, creates the worst case. This happens because your anxiety infiltrates the way that you behave and things respond accordingly. I think a really good example of this is when you are anxiously attached to a partner and you pick up that something isn't right and it triggers your anxiety. If you become consumed by that anxiety and you start acting on it, oftentimes you actually push your partner away more. You create more of an issue, and it could even lead to your biggest fear. It could lead to your partner leaving you because they can't cope anymore. Anxiously trying to prevent all the things that you fear is actually just bringing them closer to you. I have a saying for myself that when you run from something, you're actually affirming that it's chasing behind you. This is why situations spiral when you start spiraling. It begins with you, and it begins the minute that you give your power away to your own fear. From a practical point of view, when something comes up that is maybe it throws things off course or it's not what you expected, if you can have the mental clarity to calm down, to look at it for what it is, you can actually take it and respond the best way possible. It might even be to your advantage, but you just haven't even noticed that because you're so busy assuming the worst case scenario. Another thing is that nothing that is meant for you long term will ever fail you, will ever leave you. You can't shake what's meant for you. So if something isn't going right for you, either A, it was never meant for you and this is actually divine protection and divine redirection, or B, it served its purpose in your life now, but it's time for you to move on to something bigger. It's time to make room for greater blessings to come into your life. But if something is leaving, no matter how tightly you hold on to it, it's not meant for you. It's supposed to leave. You're supposed to let it go. So stop fighting what is meant to be, what is actually serving you. I think it was the wizard Liz who said that when you hold on to something so tightly, you can actually crush it. And that is so true. That is something that I took from one of her videos and I've always remembered it. Setting yourself up for a spiral too every time you give into your anxiety, because when your anxiety is triggered and you act out of anxiety, you often create a bad outcome. Then that bad outcome serves your anxiety more and you think, I have to overcompensate even more to stop this happening next time, and you just send yourself spiraling and you just destroy your own life. So when people say don't worry, I know it's almost impossible sometimes to not worry because we're human and of course we worry about things, but the more control and insight you have into your own anxiety and the more clarity and calmness you can go into situations with, the better the outcome's going to be. People say don't worry or that you don't need to worry. It's true because you actually don't need to worry. It's based on those principles that anything that is meant for you will come to you and anything that's not will leave. And once you trust that, you can actually sit back and let the universe do its job for you. You're not the one who needs to control everything and micromanage everything because you're working from a limited framework. So why do you think you know better? Once you can sit back and relax and let what's meant for you come to you and let what's not meant for you go, life gets so much easier, and it's meant to be this way. Life is meant to be easy and effortless. You're supposed to flow with it because it's flowing for you. Your highest good is the highest good of all. So you don't need to worry, you don't need to fight, and you don't need to control. Once you realize this, it's okay. You can just relax, you can let go. Stop doing the work that you don't have to do by worrying, by catastrophizing. Just be present, just be here. That's all you need to do. That's your entire job here. You're not on this earth to stress and worry. I'm not trying to invalidate anxiety or worry here because I completely understand that it's so natural. People experience it to varying degrees. People can mitigate it to varying degrees in their life, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have anxiety at all or that it's your fault, but I'm just trying to put it out there that you don't have to worry. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have an amazing night or day. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!